Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Virgo placements, there may be a message in here for you. So that at the time that I'm filming this, we're at a new moon in Cancer, and Mars has moved into your sign, Virgo. So you may be working with a Mars energy at the moment. But I am getting a very strong Cancer energy, so you may want to watch the last Cancer reading, which I'll link above. It was called Building the Structure of Love. And so I feel like that reading has some relevance to you today, especially with this energy of building. Where I feel like there's something here where you're putting some things into action is just how it's coming through for you, Virgo. I was getting also, before I started this reading, I was getting this energy of doing shadow work, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually feeling kind of like, because I feel like shadow work comes with this energy of like facing one's fears, which it absolutely is, like facing one's fears, healing some generational trauma or trauma in general, or like confronting sort of like difficult energies within yourself, which it absolutely is. But in this case, this type of shadow work feels more like it is nurturing the shadow aspects, where there may have been parts of yourself that needed nourishment but never received that kind of nourishment. And this feels like receiving nourishment. So it is still shadow work, but it's one where it's like you're receiving a lot, or you're healing something. It feels very beneficial in terms of like getting something that you need in order to grow. That's how it's feeling. I feel like it may also have something to do with like, for example, it doesn't have to be this exactly for you, but like energies where maybe you were misunderstood in the past, or like you felt like no one could see you for who you really are, like that kind of energy. And I feel like this type of shadow healing is like somebody or you or the universe is seeing you for who you are, and it's like really beautiful, and you feel seen and you feel understood. Like that's how it's coming through for you, Virgo. So it's very healing in that way, and it's healing the shadow in that way, where it's like the shadow is seen and understood and nurtured and loved and cared for. That's how it's feeling. Where maybe it never received that sort of nourishment, or an aspect of yourself never received that kind of nourishment before. So it's that kind of energy. Okay. So there may be there's this very strong Cancerian aspect coming through for you. It may also have to do with like, we had a very big Mars and Cancer transit the last like few months. Like Mars was in retrograde and Cancer and Leo, because there was also a very strong Leo energy in that Cancer reading, the last one that I did. So there's a Cancerian Leo energy, but it's almost like you, Virgo, are like the how would I phrase this? It's almost like what's coming through as a metaphor is like that Cancerian Leo energy is almost coming through as like the planning stages of something, like creating a blueprint, or like a brainstorming, or creating plans, or like a gestational period. And then this Virgo transit almost feels like putting those plans into action, like building something, like moving out of the blueprint phase into the actual construction phase. That's how it's coming through. So whatever that is for you. But it does feel like it is coming through in a very physical way, especially with Virgo energy. It's earth. It's Knight of Pentacles, showing up every day, putting in the work, putting in the effort to build something is just how it's coming through. So maybe you're entering that phase soon if you're not in it already. Okay, I'm not getting anything more from that. I feel like there was something else, but I can't remember. So we'll see if it comes back up. So Virgo, like strong manifestational energy is what's coming through for you. Okay. There may be some like loose ends that you're needing to tie up. Okay. Interesting. So you had two that are coming out. You have Luathis the Wild and Oh That Gnome, which is very interesting because the Luathis the Wild is a fiery energy, which is Mars, right? Like a very fiery expression of Virgo, which is interesting. This is an energy that, and you have Singer of Transfiguration at the bottom of the deck, which I love. I love seeing this card because it's just like, it's just talking about like a jackpot energy. It's finding success. It's like all the hard work that you've been putting in is paying off. And it's also like you're reaping the rewards of all of that, but you're also like making plans and preparing for some future thing that also feels very positive. That's why this energy for you, Virgo, feels like being rewarded for your hard work. But I feel like there's something here with Luathis the Wild. Okay, this card is an interesting one. I'm not feeling it as being like, oh, that's what the other energy was. I'm not feeling it as being a bad thing because this card can be. Sometimes if it's like too much, right, it can be a lot. I'm not so much getting that, but I am feeling, okay, Virgo, this new moon in Cancer may be contributing to like heightened sensitivity in perhaps like your psychic, if you want to call it that, your psychic gifts, or like your whatever your intuition, right? It could be creating sort of like a heightened sensitivity in these areas of your life, so just pay attention to that. It could also be almost giving you like a mirror or snapshot into some future thing is how it's coming through, or like something that you'll be working on or moving towards or building or whatever. I feel like there's also something here that is feeling very creative. Like okay, that's what both of these, okay, so because this Luathis the Wild is this sort of like creational fire energy. It can also be destructive, right? Because both of these energies can be interpreted that way. Creative chaos. It could also be destructive. I feel like there is something here about, because this card keeps like because the Luathis the Wild is a card that talks about like haste and impulsiveness. It's pure fire. So it's a lot of movement as well. It can be very passionate as well with the Mars energy coming through. And I feel like maybe there is this energy within you, Virgo, like maybe you're feeling that very strongly. Like maybe there's like a very strong Mars influence coming through here that is perhaps causing a bit of maybe restlessness. Maybe that is something that you're needing to ground, like that, or like to channel that energy in some way into whatever it is that you're doing. I think with the Oh That Gnome card coming out as well, because that one feels more like what you're focused on. Like, I feel like there's something here where it's almost like this feels like not your energy. This feels like it's environmental, or it's like somebody else or something in your environment that is causing some sort of change. And this is how you're responding to it, is how it's coming through. The Oh That Gnome, which says it is a trickster energy, but it's also creative chaos, wild gifts, breaking habits and patterns. He helps us break down old habits by showing us how silly they are. He encourages us to fall on our faces so that when we get a different point of view, looking up past our mud-smeared noses, he helps us get ourselves into situations in which we discover gifts we never knew we had, often because there's no other way out of the mess we got ourselves into. Okay. It's time to leap into the air, letting the earth turn beneath you and discover where you come down again. Reasonable risks are okay. Even unreasonable risks are probably okay. Use your head and look before you leap, of course, but do so understanding that the actual jump is likely to be very rewarding. No guarantees, but then there never really are anyway, no matter how pretty the paper they may seem to be printed on and the scroll work around the edge. In the reading, the presence of that gnome tells us that the forces of chaos are at work. Things may not be as they seem, and this may very well be a good thing. Look for the unexpected, find the opportunity in it, and go for it. He says that no matter how confused things may seem, there is a way to make them better, but it is a creative way, one you haven't tried before. He says, think amazing new thoughts. Yeah. I don't think it's time to play it safe, Virgo. Both of these cards are telling you to go for it. Whatever it is. Hold on. I keep dropping the cards. 1 second. Both of these cards are telling you to go for it. Whatever it is. Like make some sort of move. Let loose a little bit. Like, take a risk on something. Because it's going to be successful. I feel like you already are in this place. Again, with the Mars energy, it does feel like putting plans into action. Or like, it almost feels like something where it's like, again, with that sort of shadow work kind of energy, where like something that you never got to do, but that you've always wanted to do. Like, it's coming through like that. Or something that you... it kind of feels like maybe something that you have a regret about not doing or not pursuing. It's kind of like, now is the time to maybe do that. Like, maybe it's time to like take a risk on that, or to do the thing that you have a regret about, is actually how it's coming through with this, Virgo, which is very interesting. It is feeling like taking a risk or making a change or doing something. It could have to do with like passionate energy, because it's also coming through with that Leo energy, like the 5th house, passion, which is also the house or like the age of like adolescence, right? It could have something to do with that for you, like maybe something that you regret from that age, or something that you've always wanted to do, or it could even just be something silly. I feel like there's also something for you, Virgo, where whatever this aspect is for you may be something that you don't feel confident in, or that like there's a little bit of like embarrassment that comes with this like risk that you want to take, or that kind of thing. I feel like that's part of it. That's part of the shadow energy that maybe you're working through, that may be a little bit difficult, is like having to work through some embarrassing kind of feelings of maybe not knowing what you're doing, right? Like, that kind of energy is coming through here. Like, it kind of feels like there's something where you may need to ask somebody for help, or that there's like a feeling of like it's kind of like the earthworm energy that's coming through, like a beginner, or feeling like you're a beginner at something. But what's interesting about that gnome is that there's this energy of a wild gift coming through, where I feel like maybe you are being encouraged to explore this aspect, even though it's uncomfortable, because you may have some sort of gift in that area that's awakening, is how it's coming through. And don't be afraid to ask for help is also what I'm getting with that. Okay. Whatever it is, though, I feel like it's going to be like wildly successful is how it's coming through. Both of these cards are saying this. Like, it's like, go for it. Just go for it. That's how it's coming through with both of these cards. It's going to be successful. There is this sort of feeling, though, of like, like a dust cloud, or like some sort of like, because there's movement, it's kind of like stirring up some energies or whatever. Like, it feels like it could be things from the past. It could be moving sort of like stagnant energies out of the way, like a dust cloud. So there may be a period of time where there's a lot of uncertainty or something like that. Okay, not this deck. I'm gonna leave that one. No, okay. Very interesting, though. Mars in Virgo is also one that's like very exacting. Like, because Virgo is a sign, of course, that has a very big focus on details, right? Like attention to details, making sure things are the way that they should be. Like, organization and planning are very core to Virgo and energy, which I feel like is actually very positive in Mars. I'm not sure if that's astrologically, if that's like a positive like placement, but it feels like it's very like getting things done. Like, that's how it's coming through. Okay, interesting. Octopus. Was not expecting that one. The crow, the octopus, and the lizard. Okay, Virgo. You're very clearly coming out as the crow. But I feel like there's like an octopus energy around you. You have the rabbit at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Could I get another clarifying card for octopus lizard? Golden egg. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of octopus energy around you. And this octopus, so the octopus comes through as one that is like someone who has good intentions but very bad boundaries. Like, that's how this octopus comes through. Like, they're an energy that is codependent. So maybe you are dealing with that energy, Virgo. Like, maybe dealing with a codependent energy. And there with the lizard, this is also an energy of this is an energy of an empath who's very tired. Like somebody who's very sensitive but needs time by themselves to recharge. And I feel like there's something like that for you, Virgo. Like, I feel like maybe you're dealing with a situation that is like draining your energy, but that you're trying to maintain boundaries with it, is how it's coming through. And maybe there's a particular like move or change that you're making in order to distance yourself from the octopus, or like get time by yourself here with the lizard to like recharge, like to retreat from that dynamic or whatever. Like that, it's that kind of feeling, like pulling back from this octopus energy. Like the crow also comes through this energy of resourcefulness and intelligence. The octopus is also that as well. Again, it doesn't feel like something that's... It feels like this energy is codependent on you. With the golden egg, this is the heart chakra, right? I feel like there is something here where you have something, Virgo, that this octopus wants, is what's coming through with this. You have the camel at the bottom of the deck, which talks about resilience, and it's the temperance energy. It also talks about like having all that you need in order to traverse a tricky or a tricky domain, or like with the desert, right? Like a period of extreme situations or environments, but you have everything that you need to get through it and to navigate through it. I feel like part of this situation is going to require you to like take a risk on something, is how it's coming through. Like because especially if there's an energy around you that is like codependent on you, like they need something from you, is how it's coming through. They're trying to find a way to gain and it doesn't have to be intentional. They could be acting from a subconscious or unconscious place, right? It doesn't always have to be like manipulators and all that, although it absolutely can be. I don't feel that that's the case for most people, though. I feel like it's something where it's like this person unconsciously has some sort of need from you, and they are they have good intentions, but they have a lack of boundaries that's making them act in ways that are inappropriate or codependent on you to try and get something from you that they need. Right? That's how it's coming through. So it could be things like approval or love or external validation or whatever it is. It could also be related to the mind, right? Like your thoughts, your ideas, your intelligence in whatever way, or like your resources, your This could also be something from the past as well that's being stirred up, right? Like it does, like it, oh, okay, could be that. Like it's kind of like you know when an octopus gets startled. When an octopus gets started, it releases like the cloud of ink. Like that's how it's almost looking. Maybe there's something like that happening. Like maybe there's somebody or something or a situation that's sort of like moving away from you, and in its retreat, it's released sort of this like cloud of ink. So it may be that it's impacting like your vision in whatever way, or how you are seeing a certain situation, or like it feels temporary and momentary. That's how it's coming through. Like it feels temporary. Okay, can we get some tarot cards? And I feel like Virgo, that new beginning. Yeah, seven of Wands and the Fool. I feel like you have this new beginning. It wants to be like this. You have this new beginning, but it's like you're fighting off something from the past is how it's coming through. You're fighting off something from the past, like, and whatever that is, it feels like a dust cloud being sort of shaken up. Like if you haven't like, like what I'm seeing is sort of like, you know, in like movies and things like that, when they pick up like an old book that hasn't been like touched in a while, and then they blow the dust off, right? Like that's kind of the energy that's coming through with this. It's momentary, it's temporary, but maybe there is something like that where it's almost like you're dusting off some like the book can come through as a symbol for like the Akashic records. It could be some sort of like past life gift or something like that you're like dusting off, right? Like that you're uncovering some sort of wild gift is how it's coming through for you, Virgo. Like so it doesn't have to be like literally a past life gift, right? Like it could be something else, although it feels very strongly like that. But there may be this period of time while you're doing that, like while you're uncovering the gift, it's almost like there was an octopus attached to it. Like there was like past karmic energies that were attached to it that feels temporary. It absolutely feels temporary. I want to reassure you with that. Like it feels like it's momentary, it's temporary. It will pass, because it's like that's not part of whatever it is you're uncovering, but it's like the book was covered in dust because it's been sitting there for a while. So you have to just get rid of the dust, and once the dust is gone, there's your gift, right? Like that's how it's coming through. So it feels like you're in this process right now where it's like you're clearing off the dust off of something, off of a gift. It feels like gift is such an interesting word. It could mean so much. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a spiritual gift. I want to read the lizard card. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Like a spiritual gift. Sorry, I got distracted. Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. I do feel like there is something of like, it could be like an artistic gift, right? It could be something like that. Like I think all artistic gifts are connections to spiritual gifts as well. Because it, like, art to me is a way of channeling spirit, right? Like that's how I see it anyways. Or channeling spiritual energies and creating something out of it. There is something very creative that's coming out of this. I feel like the crow the Crow card also feels very mystical and magical. And I feel like right now, Virgo, you're in this, like, I don't know how long this is going to last for you. It could be just like the new moon energy where it's like you're dusting off this old tome, but there's like a cloud of ink, right? Like a cloud of ink that is, that you're just having to like clear as the octopus moves away from you, right? Like whatever that energy is. And I feel like once that's finished, it like, it like reveals this gift that you have. Because I'm almost seeing this now as like, that's so interesting. The torch card just fell off, and when it hit this glass here that I have, it made almost like a notification noise. That's interesting. And the torch talks about spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So I feel like you're going to get some clarity about something, or enlightenment about something that feels very spiritual, actually. Because what I was seeing here is that, like, there's a lizard hatching out of this egg that the crow is bringing you. And now this is bringing in sort of like the Raven's Head card from the Alchemy deck, which is this call, or like a new journey. It's the beginning of something. It's almost like the Raven Crow is bringing you this golden egg, and it feels like a gift. Like a gift within yourself, a spiritual gift, an artistic gift, or something like that within you. But it's like you have to crack open the shell. And the shell is coming through with this octopus energy, which is feeling like it's almost like with the creative chaos as well. Like it's something like I don't know. Like you would not have discovered this gift if not for the octopus. That's how it feels. Okay, that's very interesting. You would not have discovered, like, it's kind of something where it's like the universe so this octopus doesn't have to be a bad thing, though I feel like you might interpret it as such, like a trickster energy, a coyote, something that like messes up your plans or whatever. Like it feels something like that, where it's like this energy comes in and like diverts you, but that the diversion, or like diverting you to the other thing, aligns you with this gift. That's how it's coming through, Virgo, which is really interesting. So the octopus is this agent of chaos, I feel like, that is breaking something open for you, right? It's like, if we're continuing on with that metaphor of like the octopus startles you or gets startled and releases this like cloud of ink, but then you use that ink in order to create some sort of masterpiece. Like that's how it's coming through. Like you need this octopus, or that's a strong way of putting it. You would not have found this gift, right? Like whatever it is for you, if not for the octopus. And I feel like this octopus is not going to be there for long. That's how it's coming through. But they were part of your path for a reason. I feel like it is something of like getting you to break out of your habits or patterns. That's what the octopus is representing today. It's very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Knight of Cups, but it sort of came out in reverse. A Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Ten of Cups. Look at that. The Ten of Cups. I feel like, and you have Wheel of Fortune, I feel like somebody's leaving your life. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody is leaving your life. I feel like this is a good thing for you. Maybe even something that you... like, I feel like this energy is something that's like you didn't... because the octopus is not a really good energy. It is one of codependency, but I feel like so it could be something where it's like somebody's removing their codependency on you, right? Like it's kind of like something like that where it's like maybe they had a lack of boundaries. It's almost like they're withdrawing. That's how it feels. Like somebody who is codependent on you is withdrawing, so it feels like a very positive thing. But in the removal of that, it reveals some sort of truth about you, Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune, I feel like there is some sort of like, because we also have Jupiter in Cancer as well. Jupiter is in Cancer, so with the Wheel of Fortune, so I feel, again, there's that Cancerian energy that's coming through, where there may be, again, some sort of gift is what it's feeling like. Some sort of gift. Can I ask what this gift is? What is this gift for Virgo? The Hierophant. So it feels spiritual. Like some sort of spiritual gift or understanding. I always notice the keys in this one. This, out of all the Hierophant cards in any deck, feels the most peaceful to me. Like one who has like really mastered oneself. Because it's almost like the Hermit. That, like, this almost looks to me like the Hermit who has found the thing that they were searching for, right? Like like the Hermit is one of like searching, of like going inward to find the answers, and like this is the Hermit that has found that. That's how this is coming through, which is really interesting because you are the Hermit, Virgo. It's like finding something that you have been searching for, or finding some sort of truth that, or understanding, or some inner peace maybe, like that you were searching for, is how it's coming through. Finding what you were searching for. What else about this gift? Seven of Swords. No, that's the octopus. Okay, because it's like it's coming out underneath the Knight of Cups that was in reverse, right? It's like somebody is retreating. Somebody who was codependent on you is retreating. I feel like, because it's like the octopus that's like being scared off. That's how it's feeling like. The octopus is being scared off. And in their retreat, they're leaving something for you that is going to be a gift, right? Like that's how it's feeling. Like they're leaving you a gift. Not intentionally. That's how it feels. That's why it's coming through as being like an agent of chaos or change, where it's kind of like, or a trickster energy, where it's like a divine detour kind of thing, where it's like this energy in your life felt like the octopus, like lack of boundaries, or like inappropriate in some way, or like whatever that is for you. I feel like we can all think of examples like that. But this energy is now retreating from you. They're leaving. It does feel like that. And in their retreat, there's some, like, they leave something behind that becomes a gift for you, is actually how it's feeling. What is this? Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups. Some form of abundance. You had Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands. Some form of abundance that's going to make you very happy. That's how it's going through. Some form of abundance that's going to make you really, really happy. Here with the 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, and fast movement. And this is also manifestations coming through. Can I get another card for the 8 of Wands? It could also involve like communication or like intentions. It is a very powerful manifestational energy here at the 8 of Wands. Yeah, the Emperor. The Emperor. Which is that Mars energy. Okay, hold on. And 5 of Pentacles. Six of Wands. I feel like maybe there's been you have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. Some like challenge that you have actually been working through is how it's coming through. Like so it could have something to do with resources here with the 5 of Pentacles. Or independence or like financial stability or something like that. Or whatever it is, maybe that you've been struggling with. Maybe that has to do with this octopus energy. It's almost like resources that are being tied up in some way. By an octopus energy. Like, and it doesn't have to be literal, right? It could be something like spiritually they've been they've had like inappropriate reach or inappropriate sort of like grasping onto your spiritual resources is how it's coming through. You are overcoming that. I feel like this octopus is leaving. They're retreating. They're going off somewhere else. But what they're leaving behind is this gift for you. And it's almost like it's like they're leaving the key, right? Like that's how it feels. But I feel like there's also something here where it's like this octopus was there to teach you a particular lesson. And you are overcoming that. It's just how I'm going to leave it. Okay, there's can I just get one card from the tea leaves? There's so much success here though. It's like whatever it is, you're going to be so happy about it. Like that's how it's feeling. Okay. Yeah, a goal-oriented person. Which is Virgo energy, of course. It's like checking and purse. Yeah. Purse. Pay attention to your finances. Like there's some sort of financial consequence of whatever the situation is that I feel like is going to be clearing up soon. The octopus is leaving. They're leaving behind some sort of gift. They could be dealing with some sort of fear. Like this could be a situation where the octopus, whoever they are, could be operating under fear. I don't feel like you are though, Virgo. Your energy feels very strong and confident to handle whatever this is, right? It's kind of just like checking things off on your to-do list. Like that's how it feels. Like very, like because you've done this so many times or you've like practiced this or you've like gained some sort of like spiritual wisdom or whatever it is from this situation, it's like it's routine for you. This is just a regular sort of thing for you. Okay, I'm going to end with one card from the energy Archaeology. It's going to make you so happy. Like, whatever it is after this is over, it's just going to be so happy. And I feel like you're going to feel refreshed. Like, there'll be a period of time after this where you gain back whatever it is that you've lost. Right? Like, that's how it's coming through. Okay. You're taking control of the situation is just what's going through here. Integrating. The humerus and the femur. Taking control of a situation. Integration is the true essence of embodiment. Until it is integrated, nothing that you call in, desire, or dream can be made manifest, and you cannot integrate it until you can be with it. Root, ground, center. Pause the pushing, trying, doing, striving, and even if just for a moment, settle into the state of being. Feel all the forms of energy that are swirling around you. How can you receive them, offer them, be supported by them, or activate your purpose through them if they are external to you? Use this state of stillness to welcome them in through slowness. Intentionally make room for integration in your life, and your body will stop finding ways to do it for you. Sense the shifting rhythm in your bones. Be with the changing desires. Celebrate all the ways your body is making room for something new. Have gratitude for the wisdom of the humerus and femur as they guide this process within your foundational energy. Your life will drastically change when you are still long enough to be moved. Yeah. This is a Four of Swords energy, so I feel like there's almost like this period of like rest and peacefulness that you're being encouraged to be in, Virgo, to like be in this period of rest and peacefulness as the ink cloud sort of disappears is how it's coming through. And it will reveal the truth about something. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.